All right, it's day 2. Sorry for the loud car. I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but I definitely need to get a microphone so that way he just hears me. I think we left off yesterday talking about, I was talking about, should I do YouTube? Okay, should I get a video by these people? Should I do YouTube or something along the lines of that? And a lot of it comes down to, I always thought, YouTube, it's not good for people, people get addicted to it. I've gotten a lot of value out of YouTube myself, though. So it's about that. People are just going, fucking speed is slow. Now traffic's going to be terrible because school's back in session and stuff like that. I just saw a school bus. It was great for like the last week. I mean, yesterday was amazing. New Year's. But yeah, should I do YouTube? Because am I contributing to people just sitting on their phones and not doing anything with their lives? Because I want to make the world a better place. And it's hard. I think, though, generally, it is beneficial for me to do this. Because if somebody watches this and gains benefit from it, then I'm doing right in the world. It's probably unlikely that I will contribute to more suffering in the world by making videos. Because if people really are not getting much out of it, they probably won't watch anyways, so there won't be many people watching. And if they do get stuff out of it, they probably will watch. So that's probably good. It's just the balance between, am I gonna, what will I do to get more views? I don't really get views right now, so, it's not that big of a deal. But, I have to divorce, this channel or just this project or whatever it is from getting views. That's not the goal. It's good to know because you know that you're talking to people, but it's also, I think I will get plenty out of this by just making them for myself, making these videos for myself. So I do think doing YouTube is a good task. It's because I can't control the people who watch YouTube, and that's a Stoic philosophy. I can't control who you are, so if I'm contributing to you staying on YouTube longer when you're not, you would be better off doing other things. It's not really my moral responsibility because I can't control you. All I can hope for is that I'm doing the best I can. That's really all I can do. And obviously, since I'm making YouTube, I contribute a little bit, but I do think social media can be good in small doses and in controlled doses. So, if you're just on YouTube just watching whatever, you're not getting much value out of that. And I know that the algorithm is dangerous because even I am susceptible to just being like, oh, these are videos I would watch. God. You know, it's in you click on one video that you're not normally watching, and then all of a sudden you just get infinite videos on that topic that you clicked on, and you're like, oh my god, it is just filled up. I want, it's hard sometimes to filter the stuff that you do want, but I think that's what I'm coming to learn, is that you have to pick, like, I don't know, 10 people that you follow are gonna be what you watch. And if they don't have videos, you don't watch for the day. You know, you don't go find something to watch. I think that's always a problem that I have, is that I watch a lot for educational purposes. And there's a couple creators that I would just watch pretty much every time they come out with a video, because, you know, they're awesome and I learn a lot from them. And it's kind of like when they don't have videos they come out with, you know, it's kind of like trying to fill the void of their videos. You're trying to find someone else who can do that. And the real answer is that there's no person that's going to replace that person. So you can't watch every day. And you shouldn't watch every day. Despite me making these daily videos, it's funny. Well, I guess it's only 2 in a row, so it isn't really daily yet. But yeah, I mean, if you watch me for 12 minutes every day or whatever, I think that's okay. But, you know, we'll see where this goes. You know, I have a feeling that people aren't going to watch the car videos as much, but it is good for me. It's good practice for me, just spitballing and talking, because I'm not really going in here with a script. I'm just letting my mind wander, and hopefully I'm gonna get better at talking through just practice. But then there's things like, now I'm like, okay, we talked about the YouTube thing. What do we talk about now? I mean, I had a good workout yesterday, and I'm going to the gym right now for a second workout of this new bodybuilding plan that I started. And there's a couple new exercises to learn. There's one I actually can't do because I don't have the right equipment, so I have to do a substitute. So I probably will have to get some more equipment, but it's fine. Just because I wanna follow what is intended on the program, even though it does have substitute options. But yeah. Maybe I just cut it here. I don't know. Because I don't really have much else to say today to come up with something for tomorrow. Maybe I can brainstorm that right now, and I don't have to cut this. You know, that's the problem with not having an audience, is that you don't really know what they like or what they want. Once again, I'm making these for myself, right? So why do I need an audience? Now, what if I was making YouTube videos for myself? That's a good question, actually, to talk about. What content should I create? Well, I'm big into health and fitness. You know, I feel like I've learned a lot already, so it's hard to find content that is not talking about stuff that I already know. Like, sometimes there's some, you know, new stuff, you know, new papers that are come out and stuff like that. So that's always good. And so there's that. There's new stuff, but, you know, like, I go to bed at the same time. I eat fairly healthy. You know, that could be better. My eating is probably my weakest part, But that's because I have skinny people habits. I don't really like to eat. So it's hard finding food that is easy to make, is also healthy. Because like right now, a lot of my calories are from like smoothies. And I find that to be healthy enough. You know, it doesn't really have anything unhealthy in it. The worst thing in it is protein powder. And I think that's okay. You know, because it's like oats, some nuts, and strawberries. And water with protein powder. So, you know, those are all whole foods. So I think that's okay. But I probably shouldn't have so many calories from the smoothie. Like, I eat 2 smoothies when probably get 1 would be good. So, you know, if that would be that'd be content to watch, is how easy to make foods. But the thing is, I know there's easy to make foods. I just don't have a lot of room to store, you know, like pre-make foods. My current situation, I don't have very much room to store like frozen or refrigerated foods. So unfortunately, meal prep is a little more difficult. So even then, I guess that really wouldn't be content to watch for me, because I already know how to solve the problem. It's less of how to solve the problem and more of my current environment, kind of. Because solving the space problem is a lot harder in my current situation. Like, I've cleaned out a lot of space that is mine. I share freezer space with other people, so that's why. But maybe I could find ways of being healthier even without that. So they're gonna just speed by me, another person. It's like yesterday, people just love speeding by you. That's also a problem, is that I think I'm kind of good on content right now too. Like I said, there are people that I watch mostly because of who they are, less about what they're talking about, because I just like them as individuals, you know. But I mean, I can think about content to make for my younger self. I think that's what a lot of people do. But in like the self-improvement space, Kamsa, I think that's what he said. He kind of, part of his strategy was, at least in the beginning. You know, but if like I had advice for young people, it would kind of be, eat well enough, do some exercise, and sleep well. Like, spend more time studying. You know, like, if you don't know how to study, learn to study. You know, that's a big problem. A lot of people who were good at school in the beginning, like me, like, I didn't really study very much because I found a lot of school to be easy. And then it kind of made school boring for me, which I don't think studying would have made it any more fun. Probably would have made it more boring, but you know, I would have done slightly better. And again, you know, would that change where I am today? I don't know. We're almost to the gym. And even if it did, it doesn't really matter. Because who I am in this present moment is because of all of the events that have happened, so it doesn't really matter. It only matters what I choose to do in the future. And that's what you should choose to do too, is just focus on the present. And once you can focus on the present, focus on the future. Because, you can't really, you're the best you can be right now. And that's confusing to talk about, or, to process. You'd be like, oh, but I could be better. Well, if you really think about it, you can only be who you are in the present moment. Most people who say they can be better are thinking about, in the past you could have done something differently and it would have been better now. But you can't do anything about the past, right? You can't control that. You can only control the present. You can't even control the future. You can only control the present. So it's just about doing what you can in the present. And in reality, everything you're doing in the present is the best you can do. So you're already being your best. You might have to let that sink in. It's still confusing to me to process that. But just focus on the present. And the best way to do anything is to just do it now. So if there's anything that you want to do it. Excuse me. I know there's a lot of excuses, and like I said, I think I've said this in the last one, if you have an excuse, then just ask yourself, and so? Like, good, there's an excuse. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna let the excuse decide everything for you? You're gonna let your life be decided for you based on excuses and other factors? Or are you gonna just be like, yeah, this is gonna be hard, but I can still do it? Because maybe my excuse to going to the gym is like, oh, it's 15 minutes away, it takes up time in my day. I don't really get, because of that, I don't really get much free time. Yeah, okay, that's all true. But I need to go to the gym, so I just go to the gym. It takes up time. I don't have as much free time. But should I let that stop me? What am I going to be doing in my free time anyways? Is it going to be better than going to the gym? No. So, I don't think I get as much benefits from not going to the gym as going to the gym. So, to the gym. Now, if for some reason I was doing something better than going to the gym, then maybe I wouldn't go to the gym. Although that's kind of hard for me to think about, because if there was, I'd probably still go to the gym because it's just good for me. Or at least maybe in the short term, I would make a sacrifice. But in the long term, I definitely would keep going to the gym. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'll make another video tomorrow. I have to think about what I want to talk about, so I'm not just rambling on. But it's, again, who's watching this? It's just me talking to myself. But practice. And it's making YouTube videos. That's the thing. Making videos. It's getting into the practice of making videos. That's the goal for the year, is to make videos. It's like, I can't control who watches this. I can only control that I make videos. So